We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, Timothy, before we even get started with this live, man, even though the audience is currently watching, I think that either me or you deserve an absence. A no-show. My God, what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely apologize for what you had to witness, and also the rather silly thing that you're going to see in a few seconds in front of your camera. Oh, actually, it's working! Oh my God, it is! Perfect, Timothy. We are good to go. We can start. We apologize for the slight delay that we had, my dear friends. Apparently, Facebook just wanted to, try to sabotage this amazing training that we are about to give you. But no, 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 no. We are not going to endure or tolerate any kind of sabotage, especially in this amazing live training. Welcome to the first iTG update. Should we call this an update? Should we call this something else? What do you think, Timothy?
Yeah, I think this is like a revolution almost.
Wonderful. Perfect.
This is something completely new for all the demo teachers, including myself.
Beautiful.
Still having to understand it because I haven't done an actual class like this yet. Well, I have done like the ones that we have,
Of course.
but obviously it hasn't launched yet. So.
I think that what we're going to be trying to do here today for you guys is going to be, obviously formal, and we're going to be as professional as we can. But at the same time, we are here because we want to connect with you. So make sure that after we complete the official announcements, you guys stick around and talk to us about anything you want. Timothy is going to be the giant of this session. Yes, he is, because he is going to be the one to provide you guys with more of the necessary information, I suppose, that we are required to give to you guys. What I'm going to be doing, however, in this wonderful Q&A is to talk to you about the topics of today's live session. And of course, Timothy is going to be the one explaining for me and you what exactly we are going to be talking about. So, Timothy, first of all, just a general idea of what everyone should expect.
Okay, Manny, before we start,
Yes.
I just want to check in the chat here. They say that my sound is very, very low and yours is very high.
Gotcha. Try speaking a little louder because, unfortunately, this is due to what we were talking about before, the microphone issue.
Just a little bit closer, maybe.
Perfect.
Zoom out a little bit.
And I'm gonna do my best to also decrease my volume so you guys can hopefully try saying something, Timothy, please, before I start the actual recording.
Okay, cool. Are you there?
Yes. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. I think that's gonna work a lot better. Perfect.
I hope so.
So is that
Let's see,
is
let's
that
see.
evenly balanced now, guys? Let us know. Is that better? Is it working properly? Is that a yes? Is that a no? You cannot hear Timothy at all. Okay, perfect. So let's take care of that before we continue. Timothy, either call me from your phone, or is this your phone already?
It is my phone, yeah. I'm on the phone.
Call me from your computer so you can use your headphones then, and we can take care of that immediately.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys for letting us know. We're not going to start anything before we know that everything is fine, and I hope that you can still hear me, right? Yeah, it's going to be a little too quiet, unfortunately, so that's why we're going to have to just do that again. We apologize. Facebook just wanted to, for some reason, be against us today. However, we're not going to let this bother us at all. We're just going to wait. We're going to get the next call from Timmy, and we're going to be good to go. There we go. There he is. Let me answer. Perfect. Okay, so there we are. Oh my God! Now you're even bigger. Jesus Christ. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me just take care of that. Thank you guys for letting us know once more. That really means a lot to us. So let's just add a new layer right here. What you're currently watching is basically me trying to configure Manicom on the spot because everything else failed us tonight, but that's all good. So once again, I'm going to be the small boy of this conversation. Timothy, you're going to be the big guy. But it's okay, right? That's fine. You're going to be good. Stop smiling. Be professional. Okay, so we are good to go. And once I said, like I said before, we're going to start with our Q&A. I'm going to be asking him a couple of different things, and of course, he's going to explain to us what's going to happen with demos, right? The demo junior material, the new material that we have. So, Timothy, my dear friend, take it away whenever you are ready.
Okay, cool. Let's redo this. Okay,
All
so
right.
firstly, everyone, welcome to the session. It's nice to have you all here. Sorry about the tech issues we had, but we are working with what we have right now, and that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So, Manny's going to sort that out. Firstly, I want to introduce you guys, just to do a quick overview on what the discussion is going to be about. So firstly, everyone's heard about the new demo and the new demo OUP, so I will discuss that later on the differences between the two.
Mhm.
And it's completely different. I want you guys to understand that it's not the same thing at all. Okay, but let's chat about that a little bit later. Okay, for now, let's talk about what is the major differences between the old system and what has changed now, or what they've brought in that is different. Okay. Okay. So Manny,
Yeah.
in the chat, they say they cannot hear me at all.
Wow, this is terrible. The microphone is currently on full volume, man. Like everything is on full volume. Are you sure you are using the right mic?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let me see what I can do for that, you guys. Let me see if I can add a filter for you. Maybe I can increase his volume. So there we go. Timothy, can
Yes.
you try saying something now,
Cool.
guys?
Can you guys hear me?
Is that any better? Is that any better? Let us know. Let me just stop the recording once again so we can start properly. Can you
Okay,
hear
my
Timothy
turn.
better this time? Just gonna wait for this to. Okay, I can hear you, but your sound is low. Is it better now though? Has it improved? Has it improved? Timothy, say something again.
Yeah, I'm here.
The alphabet, maybe? I
Can
don't
you
know.
guys hear me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You didn't have to
No,
do
no,
that.
no, no, no,
It's
no,
better?
no,
Okay, it's better.
no,
Thank God. Okay, you guys are
no.
lifesavers. I just
Okay,
wanted to
cool.
let you know you guys are lifesavers right now. That's what you are. So thank you very, very
Awesome.
much for what you've done right now. That's awesome. You
Cool.
guys are amazing. Thank you very much. And now let's continue, my dear friend Timothy. We're going to take it again from the beginning. Okay. So once again,
Okay.
we're going to be talking to you guys about today's topic, which is going to have to do with demo juniors. And Timmy, my dear friend, once again, please take it away.
Okay, so let me start again. So from my side, what we're going to be discussing is what are the major changes for the demo junior slides that we're going to be working with from the 2nd of September. Okay, so firstly, the very first thing that's going to be changing is all the junior dynamic material is going to change, and we're going to be working with only junior dynamic material and not the old slides we used to. There is something that I'm going to just explain to you guys just in a few minutes on this. There's something that you should know about this, firstly, and then number two, the student's level will be given beforehand. So you'll enter the session knowing the level, and your material will be assigned to the specific level, but we'll also go into detail with that.
Perfect.
Then the third point is that your introduction is gone. You do not have introduction pages anymore. These have been removed. And for those of maybe the OUP teachers, when they enter sessions and they do their introductions, it's going to be very similar to that. But there's ways of dealing with things like that. It's not a problem that it's been removed. It's just a change in the system, if I can call it that. Okay. So Manny,
Wonderful.
you have some questions for me?
So I have a couple of slides for you that I have prepared from before, and I would just like you now to officially give me some really specific answers before we get into our Q&A, right? Into our actual discussion with everybody else. So first of all, what is the new material going to contain?
Okay, so they have about 9 different subjects. If that's what you're referring to, Manny,
Yes.
the actual subjects. Okay, so the first subject for the level 1 students, we have animals. For the level 2s, we have color. The level 3, we have my things. For level 4 would be the weather. 5 would be your job. Okay. Then level 6 would be the aquarium. Level 7 would be the universe. Number 8 would be mountains, and level 9 is going to be gripped by fear.
Perfect. All
Okay,
right.
so those are your different subjects that you have
Very,
on
very
that.
good. Very, very good.
Okay.
So I think that we can also see the subjects currently on the screen as well. For those of you guys that might be having any issues, I have brought everything up right now. I think it's going to be very, very easy for you to see those. If you pause the video later on, if you are watching this as a recording, you can see them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and of course 9. Everything has been included. And of course, we're going to move on to our next question, my dear friend, which is once again going to be the first one that you told us. Those really basic, specific changes. So once again, please, as organized as possible, what are going to be these major changes? And also, should people be freaking out about this?
No, I don't. I don't think people should be freaking out. There's a lot of teachers. There's two different teachers that you get. You get ones that are really experienced, and then you get your new and intermediate teachers that haven't spent as much time with doing demos. And it's going to benefit both. All three kinds, if you can call it that. First, your new teachers is going to be a lot laid back, because they don't have to scroll through all the material now to figure out. Also, it's going to help a lot of teachers in the leveling, because a lot of teachers struggle with the leveling. So I believe that this is going to be a major change from where you start doing demos for those teachers. And well, for myself, it's going to be a lot less work to do. So I believe that this material is definitely going to help us as demo consultants.
Excellent.
For the good, definitely.
Thank you, Timothy. So let's quickly move on to our next question, which is going to be, how exactly do I use this interactive button that is now going to start appearing in those sessions? What exactly is this button, and how do I use that?
Okay, so this button that we have, it's a specific button that's been added to the system. And it's right under Manny. I think you have a picture of it.
Yes, sir. It's up right now.
Okay, cool. So this button is it's the second one from in the row that we can use. It's very specific on how we should use it. So if you click on this button, it's going to deselect whatever other button you have selected, and then you'll have to re-click. Then you can use the interactions on the slides. If you want to now type on the page, you have to go click on the typing button. You can't just click on the slide and things aren't just going to happen. So you have to click on the interactive button to do things, to play songs. Wonderful. And all those kind of things.
So Timothy, let me get this right, my dear friend. We see the interactive button right here. If I click this button and I enable this button, then I am only using the interactive button. And the button is going to continue being enabled until I decide to disable this button and then choose a different button instead, such as text maybe, or the highlighters.
Yeah. So it would work like it's very simple. It's not complicated at all. So it would work like any other button that we have right now. When you're typing in a session, you're using the typing button. If you want to draw the line or a line, you draw a line. You can't draw a line and type at the same time. So it works similar to that. Gotcha. It's important to remember that the interactive part of the slide isn't going to work unless you've chosen that actual button.
Excellent. I think that's clear enough for me. Let's move on to the next question, which is going to be, does the report stay the same, or are there going to be any major differences on that as well?
Okay, so the reports, this is very important. Yes, definitely. The reports stay the same. There's nothing that they've changed in the report section, although they want us to try and stay around the level 4. Well, if it's a level 3, then it's level 3. Make the client a level 3. But this is for the teachers. We would obviously know when it's not a level 3, and you would obviously adjust the level. So you are able to adjust the level, but it's important that we try and stick around the level more or less. There is something that they've requested, that we use templates. So The nice thing about the templates is that you can copy and paste like we used to into the reports like we
Hmm.
always used to. But they want us to beef up our reports a bit with the new system that we're going to be running. So you'll still be able to use your old templates, but it's suggested that we beef up the reports a little bit.
Excellent. So reports stay the same. However, they ask from us to create a better, much more interesting, and maybe luring text once we send the
Yeah,
message to our students. Wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's
far
a
in
good
our
one.
today's Q&A, my dear friends, we have talked about what the major changes are going to be for Demo Junior. And of course, we have explained to you so far the following: why we have the new dynamic material, right? Also, where we see all of our clients' info. Once again, Timothy, can you remind us very, very quickly? Is it going to be exactly the same as before?
Exactly the same.
Perfect.
Reports do not change.
Perfect. So we now know how to select the new material. If I am not mistaken, the way to do that is just clicking on the button all the way to the top, right?
Yeah, so there's something I want to mention about the
Yes.
material. So this has been probably, I think, the scariest part of this whole
Sure.
thing is you're going to enter the session, and let's talk about worst case scenarios. I don't want to be negative towards this at all because I'm actually very positive towards this.
Hmm.
I'm loving this new thing. Okay, so important to remember that when you enter a session at the moment until the second, is that you'll be able, like what's on the slides right now, you'll be able to select all of that material right
Hmm.
now. Okay, but in the new on the new platform when it launches on the second,
Hmm.
you'll be able to choose between three different ones. So if you have a level
Oh.
5 teacher in your classroom and you think, no, no, listen, this is not a level 5, this is maybe a level 4, then you can adjust to level 4 material or one up. So you'll always have your actual level material, which let's say it's a level 2, but you'll also be able to choose the level 1 material or the level 3 material. So you'll be able to go one up and one down on the material.
Wonderful. Very, very nice. So you may adjust to other level materials, either one up or either one down.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
So what you had on the slides before there, that whole list of materials,
Hmm.
that's going to go away, and there's only going to be three now. So it's still selected on the same
Of
place
course.
where we. So you'll have your selection button on where to select your slides, and then right next to it, you'll have the actual slide numbers.
Great, great, great. Perfect. Other than that, we also talked about how to use the interactive button, how the report stays the same, because it is going to stay the same. And of course, what kind of assistance, I think that one is very important, can the agents themselves provide?
Okay, so it's really this is something that's really important. There's always chat about the agents everywhere on social media. So it's something really important that we also have to understand. As much work as we think we have, an agent has a very important job from his side. Okay, so they have a lot of work to prepare with the students.
Hmm.
Sometimes we might think, listen, they're just picking up the call and answering and then talking to the client. But it's not as easy as that. They also have a lot of pressure on them. I know that sometimes we struggle, but why do we struggle sometimes? Two key things that we have to remember here is, let's say for instance I sit and I do 10 hours of demo like I do every day. I can't get a break because it's too busy. I quickly run to the toilet when I have 5 minutes.
Hmm.
That guy or that lady is probably also might be doing the same thing. So he
Yep.
might have left his computer for whatever reason. His boss called him in. He had an urgent phone call that he had to answer with his family, just like what we have. The other thing is also really, really important to know. It's not the agent's job to be able to understand English. So they might not actually understand us.
Wow.
Okay. So those are the two big things. And the third one that I want to explain is there are new agents. Guys, we have to have respect towards the new agents because all of us, we're new at a stage,
Hmm.
and some of you watching this right now is new. You haven't done your first demo yet, maybe. So as much stress and as much worry and things that we have, they are sitting with exactly the same from their side. We just don't know about it.
Wow.
Okay.
That's actually something that we don't consider sometimes, unfortunately. And we might have to think about this slightly more, especially at the beginning. So, guys, please make sure, if possible, always realize they might just not be experienced. They might not be as experienced as you are. At some point, we ourselves were completely new and we didn't know how to make proper use of that platform. Now, this might be an issue for them as well. So, the best thing to do would be just wait, do the best you can to realize that maybe you have to adapt to this situation yourself without really having to either uh, get upset on these people or just push them even more if this is not something that they can do. And another thing that I wanted to talk to you about, Timothy, and also ask you, I have prepared another slide here, is demo and, of course, OUP demo, right?
Mhm.
So there are a lot of differences there, and let's just clear things out for people. The qualifications for those two, who's going to teach what. Let's just get everything out of the way.
Mhm. Okay, so firstly, we have to understand that these two programs are worlds apart from each other.
Hmm.
Okay, very, very important. Manny, can you bring up that picture on that if you have it?
Of course.
The My Session page. Do you
Oh,
have that?
yes. I know exactly what you mean. Just give me one sec.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
So important to know is if you enter a session, regardless of what you have in your session, regardless of what slides you have in your session, regardless of anything, if your My Session page does not say it's an OUP 25-minute session, it's not.
Wow.
Okay. So if the My Session page does not say, like what's on the what on the screen right now, that it's an OUP demo 25-minute session, then it's not one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of confusion between this. Something that's been happening as well, I've experienced it today, and what might still happen for the rest of the weekend is that teachers are entering sessions and then they see new slides. So the new slides are already there. So the agent selected those slides for whatever reason they might have. I change it back to whatever the slides I want to use. And then they think, wait, well, this is an OUP session. But it's not. If the My Session page does not say it's an OUP demo, then it's not an OUP demo. And that's the key thing to remember about these things.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much. And one last question for me before we wrap this up and then we start our discussion with all of you guys. Thank you very much for being here, by the way. Where can I see some different training examples?
Okay, so firstly, they're going to be uploading more teacher recorded sessions
Oh,
on the actual training portal itself. So these will become available, like the one that they have right there, right at the moment, right now. There'll be more uploaded as time goes by. Okay, so that's the one place, and then obviously YouTube. Manny, I don't know if you're going to be streaming or maybe not streaming, but maybe recording, adding on YouTube. Maybe Joe. Maybe check out his channel or whoever's channel that do these things on a regular basis. But it is things. The main thing, the main source, and the official source is definitely Training Portal 2.0, and you'll be able to find it right there. They
perfect.
will be uploading more videos.
I might be uploading some videos for you guys on YouTube. However, we're going to have to ask permission for the company before we do that. I am not going to get into those details at all right now. One more time before we wrap this up and we start our discussion with you, I'm going to show you how to look for the new training material that we can provide to you guys. Once again, head to your consultant portal and then training portal, which is located under training. Once you go there, you're going to see the following menu. And it says, I think, iTutor Academy on the bottom. Am I right?
Yeah.
Once you
That's what it
go
says.
there, you're going to see the following training called Demo Training. That's the one that we're going to be that we were talking about today. So that's the one I'm also mentioning. And of course, once you do that, you can start your practice. Right now, make sure that you guys watch these videos, and of course, you do not judge the teaching that you are watching, but instead you understand the methods that the teacher is using. A lot of you might be better. A lot of you might be benefited from the video, but what matters is that you just realize the arbitrary aspects of what we just presented to you today. Wonderful. So, my dear friend Timothy, with that being said, I am just going to be ending our recording, the official recording of all the questions that we just answered. Thank you very, very much for everything. There we go. And of course, guys, now we're going to move on to the part where you are here and
Whew.
I am here, and we're going to be asking you a lot of different questions. For example, what did you think of our presentation? Did you like it? If you did, please let us know. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is what you guys need to ask us instead. So we're here, we're all ears. We're going to be answering every single thing. Some a negative comment from a person that I noticed before, Draxa 982. They are retarded. Interesting. I'm only reading it out loud because I want you to understand, guys, that toxicity in general is not going to get you anywhere when it comes to trying to realize what's going to happen with the platform or what's going to happen with the company. It's not going to change things, but instead it's just going to cause us or anyone else actually to just, move aside and just, ignore you in general. So if we have a great question here, like a lot of people are actually asking right now, that's what we are going to be talking about. Michelle says, please tell the agents not to click the interactive buttons because once it is clicked, it can't be reset. Teachers need the surprise factor. It's very critical that they stop doing this. Timothy, I just suggest you take a note of this, my friend, since it definitely is of imperative importance to actually make sure the agents understand that. Maybe new agents are going to be doing that, and this is why we're here to listen to you guys and make sure that all these things are taken care of. Lulia Lordake, that's an interesting name. Do we have to teach all the slides for a specific level in the 15-minute demo, Timmy?
That's actually something that I wanted to mention earlier. Okay, so the system is designed that we actually do all the slides. That's what they want us to do. Okay, the better we become at these slides, the better we'll start to manage our time in these sessions. So it's really, really important that they want us to definitely do all the slides. There might be cases that you enter a session and the client has tech issues which needs to be fixed. We'll be able to, because demo teachers are able to do these things, to adjust to the time.
Okay.
Then you might slow down or speed up some of the slides. It's not so important.
Okay, copy that.
It's something that we'll have to adjust to.
So it's really up to you then.
Yeah, it's still in our control. They haven't taken away our control as demos.
Awesome.
It's not an OUP session at all.
There you go.
We still have complete control over it. We can still add things to the slide and be interactive and things like that. The cool thing about this is we have less material to work with, which means you can be more prop specific to your slides, if that makes sense.
Excellent. No, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely,
you
it makes sense.
You don't have to have a box full of props anymore because your slides is now specific.
So just adjust accordingly to every single slide, right? If you have to speed up or if you have to skip one, since it's an actual demo class, not a demo OUP, please pay attention to this very specific difference. You guys can go ahead and maybe move on to the next slide. Timothy, just really, really quickly, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions with a quick yes or no. By the way, my sister is here. Hello, sister. Much love. Wow, this is the first time that she's watching me live. I just wanted to say hello to this lovely lady. This is a wonderful young girl. Yeah, I'm just sending her all my love before we move on. So yeah, love you, sister. And now, there we go. We answered the question about Michelle, Lordake as well. And Janet says, it seems to me that the interactive features are similar to the way we just did Fun with Phonics last summer. Is that correct? Stop smiling.
Sorry, Manny.
There's people here waiting, man.
I was reading this comment. I was about to crack out.
Okay.
So sorry. Can you please?
Yes. So
say
Janet says we're gonna go quickly on those ones just so we can catch up with you guys and the messages you're sending. Janet says it seems to me that the interactive features are similar to the way we just did Fun with Phonics last summer. Is that correct?
It's the functionality behind it is very similar to the old the old ones that we used to use.
Awesome.
So the functionality behind it is the same, but obviously the slides are they're a lot different to the old slides.
Danica Radke once again asks if we have to go through all the slides. Once again, I'm going to remind you guys, it's not a demo OUP, it's a demo. It's a demo session. So that's a huge difference, right? It's a huge difference. If you have to skip one or two slides because the core of your teaching lies on something else, go ahead and do that, right? But of course, don't just teach one slide. That would be a crime. Jana Sotirovic. Oh, nice. Are OUP demo ratings going to be a part of overall demo score or junior score?
Okay, wait. Teachers, everyone that's in this session, you guys need to understand because you mentioned demo OUP right now. This is not demo OUP.
This is junior demo.
This is junior demo, the new dynamic material. It's not demo OUP. Currently, you guys have to understand it correctly. They're launching two programs at the same time. They've got demo OUP, which we've been doing CLTs the whole week about. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's been said in those CLTs is what it is.
Copy
What we're talking about right now is demo only. Demo only.
Perfect. Guys, we're talking about demos, not demo OUP. There was a slide that we showed you before during the presentation, and basically we just told you about the basic differences between those two, okay? Now remember, a demo is not an OUP demo. An OUP demo is something that the client has paid for, and now he has joined this session, and you are teaching an OUP class. The only reason you see the word demo right next to it is because you guys are hopefully going to be signing this client up for the company, and you're going to be receiving a bonus. So relax, it's completely different. Are signups going to be valid? I'm not going to answer this question because this is demo UP. Well, no, you know what? I'm not going to be a bad person. I am going to answer it. No, because I don't want to be a bad person. I just wanted to seem upset, but I can't be upset. I have much love for you guys.
You're not a bad person.
I can't do that. So our sign-up's going to be valid only if the client signs within the 7 days. Yes, within 7 days. Within 7 days. Yes.
But that's the same, Manny. That's the same for normal demos as well.
Yeah.
Sign-ups work exactly the same.
So we are not supposed to extend on the slides with asking additional questions. Well, I mean, if you want to ask an additional question on the slide, and this is something that me, you, and Natasha talked about, I think, yesterday as well. If you want to extend on a slide, this is totally fine. But that doesn't mean that you have to go all the way out there.
Yeah. Manny, let me just say something. Mm-hmm. And we have a very special lady in the session with us, actually. And I hope she does not. I hope she's happy with what I'm going to say right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
should I put some love music on? You want me to just change the whole
No.
Play something, play the guitar?
Listen. Okay. So, the key behind demos is what you can do with the slides that you have. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, if you do 1, 2, 3, or 4 slides out of the 10, and this is why I'm saying, Jackie, please don't kill me here. Okay, so if you do 5 or 6 slides out of the 10, and you were amazing, like mind-blowingly good, no one's gonna complain about it. Mm-hmm. But if you're gonna be doing 5 or 6 slides out of the 10 or 12 that you had, and you sucked, people are going to complain. Do you get what I'm saying?
To me, it makes a lot
of sense. So if you are going to be amazing with the 5 slides you have in front of you, but like mind-blowingly good, then, I mean, you're going to get the client side.
Who's going to care? Right? Who's going to care? I mean, if you were that good, Jesus.
That said, they want us to do all the slides. So try and stick with that.
Perfect. So the plan is do all the slides. That's the plan, right? Do all the slides.
Do all the slides. If you change by not doing 1 or 2 of them, then just be amazing. Blow the training department's minds with what you did with the little bit of slides that you actually used.
Okay.
That's what demos are about. It's not about anything else except for the slides that you have. Is be amazing with what you have in front of you.
So I'm going to read a couple more questions now. Thank you, my friend Timothy. How will the initial level of the student be decided? I understand we can adjust it up or down within 3 levels. I think that the adjustment that you have been given here is actually the most important thing to understand. It doesn't matter how they have been, how the level has been decided. It doesn't matter. This is an internal mechanic of the company, and we are not going to be the ones to explain how this happens, since we don't actually even have the simplest idea of what they've done, right? But since they are doing it, hopefully, I'd like to think that they're doing something properly. And since they're also giving us 3 different levels, 3 different materials, it doesn't matter what number you guys see on your screen, okay? Just go ahead and teach. and understand and adapt to the client. Like in every single session that you join, sometimes you join a level 5 session and you realize that child can handle this challenge. You are going to simplify the slides, you're going to take away the unnecessary details, and you're going to teach the core of the subject that you currently have in front of you. What is the title of my class? Bicycles. And it talks about rods and axes and the friction on the floor. You're not going to talk about this at all. You're just going to talk about the bicycle, the circles, and maybe you're going to say, oh, it's a metal bicycle. It's a plastic bicycle, right? So just make it as simple as possible if your student doesn't understand, right? So don't worry about the slides the whole time. Worry about you adapting to your student and realizing his needs and his potential. If you just look at a number and you're thinking that now you're going to go on autopilot, this is what's going to kill you, not the slides themselves. So are we limited by the materials or can we deviate a bit if the client is not interested in such? I think that this is dependent on your own way of teaching. Timothy, sorry, I'm just asking a lot of questions, as answering as fast as possible. If you have to add something, please go ahead. So, Timothy, what would you do, really quickly as well, in this question? Can we deviate or are we only going to do the material? Deviate, I think. Slightly.
It's again, it goes back to the one core thing. What is demos about? It's being amazing with what you have. If you are going to be amazing and deviating and being amazing while doing it,
then do it.
Everyone's going to be happy. But if you are going to do 2 slides out of the 12 and you're going to be looking at the wall and counting the stars outside while you're supposed to be teaching, and talking about windows and doors while you're actually in a session with animals, and then obviously the questions are going to be asked. So deviate, do less slides, but be great at it. And don't do it now because I said you can, because that's not what I'm saying here. Be very, 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 very careful with what I'm saying. Okay, so just be great at whatever you're doing in a demo. That's key here. Always. Perfect. Be great at what you do.
And guys, please pay attention to what happened to us today, right? Of course, we managed to go through all the things that we wanted to talk about, right? And we faced technical difficulties. How did this happen? Because we are using a software that we are familiar on how to use, but there is 1,000 different variables at the same time. Everything on my side was working perfectly. However, Facebook decided not to work with me. If you continue working only with the technological aspects and the technological tools that you have, the digital things that you are using every single day to connect with your students, that might kill you in the end, because you will end up using technology and you will forget completely what you have to do with your body, with your voice, and you're just going to be pointing fingers on the screen, which I was doing a while ago, and it was terrible. It felt so bad. I thought, what am I doing? I'm not teaching right now. I'm just showing things on the screen. Hey, look at the pencil. Everything is on the screen. Look at the car. It's on the screen. People are not going to be interested if we do that. Right, so listen to what Timothy says, and if there is one thing you guys are going to get out of doing those demos, it is a challenge, because you have to connect with these people and not just show them things or wait until the 15 minutes have gone by. You need to have fun. Yeah, use your own pencil case, your own wallet. Don't show your phone unless you want to be fired. Don't drink coffee unless you want to be fired. I'm just mentioning those 2 things as well, just in case you guys are, getting the wrong idea. So play around.
Hello, Mom. I'm just busy here.
Yeah, there you go. He's fired. I'm going to hang up, honestly. The thing is, if I do right now hang up, I'm going to have to set the whole thing up again. So I'm not. But an X on your face is exactly what you need right now, man. So you can have this. There you go. And now it's removed again. What else? Is there any other questions for you guys, from you guys? I think not. And that's great. That's wonderful. Because I think it's only been, what? How long has it been, Timothy?
That we've been online now?
Yeah, I think it's been a really long time, actually.
It's not
It's been almost 40 minutes. That's great. That's great. So I'm really happy you guys were listening, and I hope that we did answer any of your any questions that you might have, any specific questions about demos. I know that I did not answer a lot of questions related to demo OUP, but once again, remember, this is a completely different initiative that we're now just. Oh, Joel, will I know before I enter that it is a junior demo specifically? Timothy, are they still going to have this icon that's going to show?
It should. It should. Your adults. Sorry. Here's the thing. it might not say junior, but your junior is now going to have a level to it. Your
Okay.
adults won't, because the adults are running on the old system.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. Okay, 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 okay.
Okay, so that is a way. I want you guys to also remember something. Okay, um, there is a change. I said something in the beginning. I want you guys to remember this now. Please pay attention to this. On the second, they are launching this. Okay. But I don't know if there's teachers in here that used to, there was a change made in material from the one system to the other. And we used to work with one type of material for the one type of material for Taiwanese and Japanese students, and one type of material for the Chinese students. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so this is going to be almost similar, what's happening right now. Okay, so the material that's launched on the second, and the second specifically, is for all the VIP junior students. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The other juniors, the tutor junior, I said tutor, I tutor junior ones.
Mm-hmm.
Manny, help me here.
Which one are you
What's it called?
are you talking about? Sorry.
So we have VIP junior and we have tutor junior or something.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like
Okay.
that. Something like that. Yeah.
So the point is that you might enter sessions where you're still on the old system,
Great.
on the old slides.
So the material launching on September 2nd is going to be what?
It's for VIP junior ones only.
Okay.
It's only for them. But that said, you are still able to change the material
Okay.
to the new dynamic material if you're in a session where you're not starting on dynamic material.
Nice.
Okay,
Perfect.
so you might still get sessions. Let me just round that off what I just said. You might still get sessions where you do not have dynamic material when you enter the session. Okay?
Nice.
And you might have sessions where you only have dynamic material. Okay, so that is what's going to be launched on the second. That said, it is going to change eventually for all the students. Okay, just like when they had specific material for the Taiwanese and Japanese students versus the Chinese, eventually everyone started using the same material. That's what's going to happen to the dynamic.
One last question, Timothy.
Mhm.
I got this a while ago. Junior demo sessions are 15 minutes. Yes, and the client has
Yes.
not paid. Correct. All of the slides do not have to be completed for junior demos, but all slides have to be completed for OUP demos, correct? Yes.
Okay. Junior dynamic material,
Uh-huh.
if you have 10 slides, you must complete all of them.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
So,
So just take in consideration what I said earlier about the material. I'm not going to just say everything again what I just said. Okay. So yes, OUP demos and the new junior dynamic materials, rule of thumb, do all the slides.
so basically, if you a great example would be, did you only teach 2 slides? Then that's a no, no, no. That's a no go. But your experience was amazing as a teacher, and you gave them an amazing time, and you just taught maybe 6 out of 10. Then that is okay. That's good.
Do all the slides. Stick as much as possible to all the slides. They've been tested before they were actually launched, in order for them to actually be able to complete all the slides in the time.
There you go.
So initially what's happening right now is our current demos are becoming something like an OUP, but it's shorter.
Great. Great.
Okay, so, but I don't want to get people confused with that. I just want to, Manny, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So Minka Nivo, sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but anyways, so if she has a question here, so if you get a demo junior with no level, well, I need to inform someone. So Minka, that's a very good question that I'm not able to officially answer you, but what I would think is going to happen is if you enter a session where there is no level given to the client, one of two things are going to happen. the agent won't be able to book the lesson because no slides were selected. Or you're going to enter a session where you're going to have all the material. That's the two possibilities that's going to happen with that. Sorry, I just read that right now and I thought, okay, no, I want to answer this question.
Beautiful. And can we combine a level 1 and level 2 material in one session?
Do not suggest that at all. I do not suggest combining it at
Especially if
all.
they're the dynamic kind of material, right?
Yeah, because the dynamic material has a storyline to it.
Oh, it's going to make no sense then. It's going to make absolutely
You can,
no sense.
sorry, Draxa982. What I suggest you do is, if you want, use all the animal slides and then add to the slide by using colors, typing on it, whatever. Then yes, but don't do two subjects. If that makes sense.
Yep, it does. Perfect. Okay, and Nia. Oh, yeah, you are welcome. Absolutely, my pleasure. Julia, I'm sorry, I called you Lulia before because that was, I suppose, just a typo. We can only click the interactive button once. Can we somehow refresh the page and thus be able to click again and have the animation happening again? So to redo the whole thing, basically, right? To reset the page.
Yeah, but if you want to reset the page, as far as I know, you just click one page back and one page forward, and it might reset the page.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Are we able to hop materials if it's not interesting to the student? Once again, it's the exact same question, and I'm not saying this to judge you, by no means, my friend. You can skip a page or two if you think it's completely unnecessary, but it is highly advisable to just do everything you see there. Teach all the slides, right? The interactive button does not work all the time. I tried. Glitches are to be expected as always.
Manny, sorry, I just want to chip in there. The question on, are you able to hop material if it's not interesting to this for the student? So don't hop slides to make it more interesting. You might want to change the material as in the level of it. So if you're able to do more with animals, but the client is level 3, do all the slides with him, but add questions to it. You have to create a level 3 material then. But do all the slides.
Of course.
So don't jump between different subjects. Stick on one subject with a client. That's important.
Wonderful, wonderful. So once again, guys, I mean, do rely on the material that you have on your screen, but at the same time, rely on your teaching skills. Extension, I would like to think, is one of the things that you excel at least most of you, because it's very, very important. It's going to get you the sign up. It's going to keep things going when you only have one slide left, but you are talking to all your students. Remember that it's not bad if you are teaching any kind of session to go back to another slide and analyze it slightly further if you think you did not do enough. So don't worry, just because you click the next button and you go forward, it doesn't mean that suddenly you only have 2 slides left, right? You can always go back and redo something if you think that extension or something entertaining or rather interesting is going to show up if you continue. Is demo OUP mandatory? I got again the email. Timothy, you want to answer that? Is it mandatory?
Yeah, sure. I'll get into that. So what has happened is demo OUPs aren't mandatory. Okay.
Did you say they are not mandatory?
They are not mandatory.
Good.
But that said, if you do OUPs in general, or regular 25s, or whatever, I honestly don't understand why you would not want to do OUP.
Yeah, it honestly doesn't make sense.
It would not make sense at all.
And guys, if we may ask you a question, sorry to interrupt you, Timothy, and you're going to keep going on exactly what you were saying. Hold that thought. Yeah. Don't let go of that amazing gesture that you had just now. Guys, why don't you want to teach demo OUP slides? Answer this question for us, guys. Timothy, keep going, please. You were saying?
Cool. So if you are doing regulars and you're doing OUPs, it's very, very silly not wanting to do demo OUPs, because for us, the teachers that's here, we all do this as a job. No one woke up one day and decided, I want to teach Chinese, Taiwanese, Japanese children online.
No.
That is my dream job.
No, that's me.
Okay, maybe there's 1 out of a million. Sorry, but everyone's here for the money, so you have to consider what what
Christine makes
is
a
what
very
is
good point, Timothy.
the
She
word
says that,
demo scares people. It's true, but the only reason that's called a demo is because it's the first time the client does this.
yeah. If
So
they called it
technically, that's
OUP
the only
trial,
reason.
maybe it would be better. I don't even know.
Yeah, everyone wants to do the OUP trials, but not the OUP demos.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Anyways,
then that would be a
uh,
completely different thing. I don't do
one.
OUP at all. I only do regulars, and I like to work for only 15 minutes. Uh, I am going to answer this,
Cool, go
and
for it.
I don't know how that's going to sound, right? I understand that we have been given the chance to teach what we like, some of us at least, and this is amazing, right? Now, if you are given something else to teach and you are required to do that, now this is the part that I am going to be really bad. There is not a single line in the contract that we have signed, guys, that says you are free to choose what you're going to do with us. Unfortunately, and I think this is just something to know us as professional, well, consultants online, right? If we sign a contract that says you are going to work with us, right, then we can't be that picky as to what exactly we are going to be teaching. That doesn't mean that I do not realize that some of you might struggle because of that in a thousand different ways. I understand that. But at the same time, please be patient, right? Do the best you can. Teach what you are given and what you are being offered. And trust me, one way or the other, at some point, your efforts are going to be recognized. And I am speaking from personal experience. Any other questions? I do not want OUP demos overwriting my regular demos. Nothing like this is going to happen. Depending on the demand that the company currently has, this is what is going to determine what exactly you get. The demand. The demand.
Manny,
Timothy, yeah.
sorry, on that point, I want Minnie to understand something here, and because I understand and I feel what she feels, because I do mostly demos. I work very close with the demo team. Um, your OUP demos cannot be slotted into your fixed demo schedule.
Say that again.
Okay. Your OUP demos
Uh-huh.
cannot be slotted into your fixed schedule for demos.
Uh-huh.
If you have a fixed schedule for demos,
Okay.
it's going to stay demos. It's two different programs. Okay,
So that's
just
for
remember that.
consultants that are basically mainly teaching for the demo team and have a fixed demo schedule.
Let me be honest with you. So, for instance, like me, I do 10 hours of demos every single day because
Okay.
it's that's my fixed.
Okay.
Weekends, it's not fixed. So I will probably maybe once a month do a demo OUP, even though I'm qualified for it. But because it cannot slot into my
Interesting.
fixed schedule,
Interesting.
your
Okay.
fixed demo schedule stays demo. End of story.
So if you guys love demos so much, just create a fixed demo schedule and you're good to go then.
Cool.
Because of negative posts on Facebook, I guess some teachers are spreading the wrong info and scary comments. Listen, you guys, this is something that we also wanted to talk to you about. I don't know if there is anyone here still watching. Yes, there is about 35 people. Guys, Facebook is not the right place to receive your information from. At least not through the groups that you are currently following. And I'm not saying this to sabotage anyone. I'm saying this to promote my own group. And that sounded so wrong. I'm kidding, of course, but it's the
Everyone is
truth.
bad.
Come on,
Manny's
it's the
good.
truth,
I'm sorry.
guys.
I'm
Why
done.
do
I'm
you
done.
continue listening? Oh, no, stay. Why do you continue listening to toxic people that get upset over the littlest, the tiniest little details? Why do you do this to yourselves? Forget about Facebook working this way and do something completely different. Okay, we created two things, me and Timothy. First of all, and I'm going to bring this up so I can show you guys what we are doing. The first thing that we created is called iTG Update. What exactly is iTG Update? This is your official update page. No, we are not currently affiliated with iTutor Group, even though this is the company that we are supporting, right? But at the same time, we are doing the best to give you all the latest info without the drama. Nothing.
Yeah.
There will be no drama in this page. How to find this page? Well, simply go on Facebook. Okay, guys, that's all you gotta do. Go on Facebook and look for iTG Update. Okay, there you go.
If iTG update, because we're linked with a lot of groups, obviously. So we have the newbies group that we're linked to demos, we link to a lot of groups. If iTG updates give like comment on your post, it's an official answer.
It is.
It's an informed answer from DT themselves. So that page gets information directly from DT themselves. It's not answers those things that out of my experience this and this happened kind of thing. No, it's not like that. The other thing is on Facebook, because Facebook's obviously a big story. Facebook is toxic, yes, but why is it toxic? It's because you decided to drink out of that cup.
Yep.
My honest opinion about that is, if you want to get true and honest answers, don't read your comments. Tag someone that you trust. For instance, me, or Manny, or Joe, or whoever,
Whoever.
that you know isn't going to feed you nonsense and give you answers that are, for instance, in my opinion, kind of answers.
Excellent.
Get the proper answers for
So
things
once
from
more
the
to
people
explain
you
to
know.
you guys what exactly it is that we are, well, honestly, right, promoting here. We are promoting a community that is going to respect you and that is not going to torture you with unnecessary content that is not required to be on your feed, and people that are cursing on you, that are offending you, or are being extremely sarcastic in in a really offensive and aggressive way, and you can understand when they are doing it. So you have iTG update. This is our page. You can simply like or follow the page, and you guys are going to immediately receive the latest official updates. And of course, there is a new group on Facebook. It's called iTutor Group Teacher Representatives Forum. Okay. We have some great people on it already. We have Timothy. We have Mila. I don't know why I mentioned Mila after Timothy. I apologize, Timothy. I don't know why I did that.
I'm sorry.
She's just an amazing person as well, and an MDC consultant. And of course, we have Joe Milne as well helping us out. Elaine has also joined the group. Joe Milne is also behind IDG Update. He was the latest member. We added him after talking to him about it, right? And he's going to continue helping as long as things are held in a professional level, in a professional degree. And of course, the representatives group. Timothy continues smiling because subconsciously they're going to get the right message now. Just smile, man. Show those teeth. Come on, for the love of God. Good.
I'm smiling.
It is
Okay.
heavily moderated, right? And the threads are always being disabled after your concerns have been answered. So you are never going to be in a group that someone is spamming you. After we are done replying to someone, we say, thread closed, thank you very much. Don't hesitate to post again if you need any help. If your questions are even more serious and you guys need someone to immediately assist you, you can also message us through ITG Update. Me, Timothy, or Joe, when he's back from vacation, is going to immediately handle your request. And we are not asking from any of you guys to support us with that. We're going to do it ourselves. We're happy to help you. But join communities that are going to allow you to become better, to improve, and forget about feeling terrible every time you ask the question and were tortured by someone else that answered to you in a completely different manner. So something to get out of the way and explain to you, please, Facebook, be careful where you are. Be careful what groups you join. And if a group is not the right one for you, leave it, you guys. You don't have to be there. It doesn't make you a better teacher, a better consultant. On the contrary, it's all the worst values that you get out of all this.
And just on one thing there, Manny, ITG Update is not ran or affiliated with anyone in DT or the company themselves.
No.
So you do not have to feel that I can't ask this question this way or something like that. Still
Yeah.
be free
You
and
can be
open
honest
to
with
ask.
us.
You can be straightforward and honest. If we ask you a screenshot of something, share it. It's not something that we're gonna be um, not allowing or someone. It's confidential. That's what I'm trying to say.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So, guys, I think that we have honestly talked about everything we had to. We've currently been live for about an hour. It's going to be an hour and about 15 seconds. If there's anything else, we're going to be here for another 1 or 2 minutes. But after that, well, I'm going to hit the gym. I don't know what you're going to do, Timothy.
Can I tell you what I'm gonna do,
You
Manny?
sure? I mean, if
Can
it's
I, do
appropriate,
you?
yeah.
It's appropriate.
Okay.
I have, for the first time
Dun 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 dun
in,
dun 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 dun. Dun.
I think it's a year and a half, actually closed my session page because I'm going on
Oh,
leave.
oh my God! You are.
Yeah.
Why, Timothy?
I'm closing this laptop when I'm done here, and I'm not switching it on for 4 days.
Timothy, why? What's happening? What's going on, man?
I'm going on leave. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
What? No, that's not enough. This is not enough.
I might be doing some shark cage diving. I might be going out to visit a few few wildlife places.
Does anyone out there know why Timothy is going on a live? What do you think, you guys?
I'm going on leave. That's all.
Oh my God.
I need it, maybe because I haven't had leave for 2 years, and another reason, but I'm not going to be
Right.
discussing with you right now.
And I suppose maybe the human connection that you've been missing for so long, the right,
Oh,
the
of course,
appropriate human
Manny.
connection, right? It's also
Of course,
really
that's
important,
key.
suppose, right? Of course,
That's the
we're a
main reason
species
behind
that
it.
is run by two different genders, male and female. I suppose you're gonna choose the latter in your adventures, right? He stopped laughing. Did I say something wrong? Okay.
No.
Okay, some of you got it right though. Congratulations to all of you that commented. Yep, some of you got it right, and he
Look at
deserves it. Absolutely, he
check
does.
out a chick. I'm not gonna go
He
check
deserves
out a
all the
chick.
love in the world.
I don't have to check out a chick.
I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be the first person that's gonna know what's happening in his life. Anyway,
Uh,
Timothy, thank you so much.
I won't be blogging about my holiday like Manny
Oh,
does.
really? Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Oh, by the way, well, if you want to watch my vlogs, go ahead and do that. Just promoting myself. No, whatever. Okay, well, obviously now this is. I'm not gonna torture him anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. A lot of people from Serbia are commenting as if they know what's happening. Timothy.
I don't know who
Like, how
knows
is this?
what. It doesn't really matter. It's my personal life.
Exactly. What do you guys even want to know? This is iTG Update. Thank you very much for watching. One of the most
What
professional
is the
live
story of
streams so
blonde?
far. We apologize for all the technical difficulties that we had at the beginning of this live stream. And of course, next time we are going to be transparent. Our green screens will be used accordingly, and you're going to have an even more immersive experience. We hope you guys enjoyed what you watched tonight or today, depending on what time it is where you guys are. Much love to all of you guys. Really, Timothy, thank you so much for being here, my dear friend, and also being patient enough with me behind the scenes when I was freaking out about what I was going to do with my screen.
Patience is a
Definitely.
good word to use.
It is.
But let's do Anyways, man, it's always nice to have you in the
Same,
sessions.
same.
You're a great host. I really enjoy these sessions with you, and obviously to all the guests we had in the session as well. Hope you guys
Absolutely.
enjoyed it.
We're going to do it again very, very soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'm not going to wait for you to say goodnight because there is a delay and it wouldn't be interesting to just sit here waiting for you to say thank you. But we love you. Enjoy. Timothy, I'll see you again, my dear friend. Thank you very, very much for everything.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy. Bye.